What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle. Yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hussle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels in the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels in that Twitch so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you got to do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right, got a lot of fake King Hussle pages out there. So please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you're doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get them notifications, it's going to be some information that's going to help you win. All right. In today's video, we're talking about scams. Yes, scams, fraud, methods, you name it, because there's a lot going on in the world right now. Scams and fraud is up 600 to 800% since COVID-19. There's a lot of scams going on. It's a lot of fraud being committed. It's a lot of schemes being planned. And a lot of people are starting to resort to scams more than ever in lifetime. You know, a lot of people got a lot of different ways to make quick, fast money. And a lot of people try new things. But in today's world, as of today, a lot of people are trying scams because, first of all, the world is broke. Everybody in the world broke. So people trying to figure out some type of way, some type of method, something that can get them a lump sum of money very fast. And we all know when it comes to the dark web, scams, methods, schemes, fraud, there are ways for people to make lump sums of money very fast. And today we're going to talk about some of the methods and what's really going on in the world, how to stay safe, and all different type of things like that. All right, so without further ado, let's get into the gems that's going to help you win. All right, so when it comes to scams, fraud, methods, dark web, cybersecurity, you name it, people got to start understanding the truth. Wherever there's money being made, there's going to be some type of scam, fraud, or method being committed. Because a method is basically instructions on how to get some money some type of way, utilizing some type of platform, some type of app, some type of bank, some type of something, right? ATM, debit card, you name it, credit profile, right? So methods are instructions on how to utilize these instruments, these apps, these platforms to gain some type of revenue. And a lot of people feel as if these methods, scams, or fraud is just easy money, free money. 1, 2, 3, here go 10,000. 1, 2, 3, here go 50,000. Now, depending on who this person is, who the person is who's doing it, it can be that easy because everybody is different. Everybody has different knowledge. Everybody has different likes and awareness. And it's a lot of people who's been into the cybersecurity dark web world for a very long time. So there are different methods out here, different platforms, different apps, different things that can help people get money, and they utilize it in a fraudulent way, and it becomes a scam or a fraud. So at the end of the day, everything is a method. If I can utilize credit information and to put the right information on these documentations and go into a bank and get a loan, that's a method because I know how to properly utilize this information and get approved for a loan. If I know how to put the right information on a documentation and get approved for a credit card, that's a method to get credit cards. If I know how to get approved for anything, it's a method. And people sell instructions on how to get approved for things, right? So you got the dark web. And the dark web is a place where you can navigate and find things that you wouldn't normally find on the clear net. Illegal things that you can see, purchase. And a lot of people find things and utilize them in certain different ways. So it's probably a billion methods out there, right? But there are a lot of common methods out there that people utilize. So you got Cash App methods, right? Different methods that utilize Cash App. Hackers, scammers, fraudsters, they use their brain to figure out loopholes, right? So they say, okay, we got this app. What all can you do with it? You can use Bitcoin, you can send money, you can receive money, da 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 da. So then they sit back and they think and say, okay, what all can we utilize? What all can we do utilizing Bitcoin, utilizing receiving money, utilizing sending money? So then they go to the playboard, a drawing board, and they just come up with all these ideas. Oh, you can do this, you can do this. You link this, you can do that. You link that, you can do this. Different ideas and different things. They test them out and they see what works. And whatever works becomes the method. So people, just like with the ATM jackpot and how people are putting malicious codes and software on ATMs to make it glitch and disperse money. People are doing that with apps. People are doing that with ATMs. People are doing that with a lot of different things that has servers, that has hard drives, that has hard boards, that has these type of things, because it allows people to put viruses on these components and control them. So people are putting malicious malware onto debit cards, linking those debit cards onto the Cash App and making it glitch. That's where the Cash App glitch came from. People are putting malicious malware onto these ATMs and controlling the ATMs and making all the money disperse out of the ATM. That's where ATM jackpotting came from, because it's basically like you hit the jackpot. And you hit the jackpot, money just start running out, right? That's why they call it ATM jackpot. Utilizing different tools. There's so many ways that scammers and fraudsters are coming up to utilize things, and it's not hard, because the same way people are doing things legally, scammers and fraudsters are doing them illegally. And as long as the government is coming up with these and approving these new money transfer apps and all these new things, it's always going to be some type of scam or fraud being committed, because as long as there's money being made, there's somebody going to figure out how to utilize it in an illegal way or turn to some type of scam or fraud. You got crypto scams, you got crypto trading, you got meme coins, and then all these things that I'm saying this because there are places on the dark web that you can go to and they'll do it for you. So if you want somebody to do a Cash App glitch for you, a crypto load, or any of these type of things, there are places on the dark web that will do it for you. And a lot of people know that, but the problem is they don't know where to go, because the dark web is not www.google.com. No, it's an encrypted dark web websites or URLs look like Bitcoin addresses, and they're not .com, they're onion sites. So a lot of people in dark websites come up and go down all the time. So people look for sites, ask me for sites. I don't give them for a lot of different reasons, because there are sites that might actually be legit, but they might also be fake. It might be sites that actually sell things, but they might run out and still present that website as if they're selling things, and people are buying things and they're not getting things. And like I said, I'm not going to tell you guys where to go buy something illegal. Like, no, I'm not. I don't give people sites. I don't lead people down that road, because I don't want nobody to be like, oh, you told me to go to this site and I went to it and they scammed me. No, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't give sites. I don't know no dark websites. I just know that people go on the dark web and find sites and do whatever that they want to do. It's the real world. It's not like it's not really happening. I don't suggest nobody go on the dark web, because a lot of people hear, oh, go on the dark web, but they'll understand that when you go on the dark web, there are people monitoring your activity, meaning that it's hackers and cybersecurity people that's seeing all these different IP addresses going to the dark web. And that's how people get viruses on their computers and get their IP address hacked and all different types of stuff. So it's, if you ever went on the dark web before and your phone or your computer start acting weird after that, that's because there's a virus now on your computer or on your phone because you went on the dark web. And by you clicking on different sites and going not knowing what's what, you clicking on a site can put a virus on your phone or your computer. Easy as that. And people don't know that. So I would never tell anybody a site. I would never suggest a site, because that's no. Whatever you decide to do and what you figure out when you go on the dark web, that's all on you. But this is a real place. People really go on the dark web and get things like that done, from crypto to Cash App to PayPal to Apple Pay. There's so many different places on the dark web that will do the service for you and help you get the funds. Will just give you the funds. And you know what I'm saying? So there's different things, different places. It's just, you got to find them on your own. So the dark web is a real place. Methods are a real thing. People are doing all different type of methods. There are places on the dark web, people on the dark web that will do these things for you, get a cut off you to make money. And then it's just a lot going on in today's world, because a lot of people are broke. A lot of people got bills. A lot of people got things to take care of, and they need it fast. And everybody in the world is under the assumption that scams and fraud and schemes make the most money, make lump sums of money very, very fast without doing nothing the easiest way, which is not true. There's knowledge that has to be, you have to, that scammer or fraudster has to have some type of knowledge, the right knowledge, in order to perform something the right way, in order for it to be done and get the funds. So it's not like free money. They have to really know what they're doing. They have to really know, like, have their brain on and their cap on tight when they're doing these methods and things like that, because it's a lot of different things going on at the same time, from scamming to identity theft to this and that and compromising. It's a lot. So it's all about staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware, because at the end of the day, you don't want to go on the dark web and just go willy-nilly and spending your money and sending your money to these places because you feel like this website look good and look real, and you can, and it's selling this perception that it can get you this amount and that amount, or sell you this and say that. Don't be that person. Don't go on the dark web trying to find sites and buy illegal things. It's not worth it. If you do go on the dark web, make sure you're using your VPN and safe, so nobody can pinpoint where you are, get your IP address or nothing like that. Make sure y'all get your Norton Life locks to monitor all your accounts, from financial to social media, and to make sure none of your information is lingering on the dark web. Because you can get your information compromised going on the dark web. Just what's over your computer, get credit card information stolen, all that stolen, just by going on the dark web. So make sure you guys got your Norton Life lock, monitoring your accounts. Make sure you guys are freezing your credit profiles, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experience. Nobody can get anything in your name. Make sure you guys are changing out your debit cards and credit cards, the numbers on them every so often. So just, we use our debit cards and credit cards every day. And every time we use it, it's going on a database. And it's always, with how the world is set up right now, is some type of fraud, leak, hack, compromise going on all the time. So you never know what's the next leak, the next hack, where your credit card or debit card information is on that system that will be compromised. So changing your debit card and credit card numbers every so often will keep you safe, will prevent anything from happening like that. Because if it does happen and that information is on that database, it will no longer be valid, and then they won't get nothing. So it's just all about staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on out here in the world. It's getting crazy. A lot of people are resorting to scams and fraud and methods to make some type of lump sum of money, to pay for bills, to pay for, to stay afloat into this crazy world. So make sure you guys are staying more safe, staying more cautious, being more aware, freezing y'all credit, getting Norton Life Lock, changing out y'all debit cards every so often. Don't be so thirsty to go find sites and go on the dark web to buy illegal things. Don't do that. and just be aware and pay attention to what's going on out here in the world, because it's getting real. It's getting more savage, and people are trying anything and everything to get some money. So, which makes more scams and more fraud and more schemes being created. All right. So shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers up there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 unlimited gems are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing them for 600. Yes, 600. Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right. No screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Also, make sure y'all book y'all seat on the webinars Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 250, 10 seats available each session. We can talk about anything, everything you want to talk about. And these webinars will end up on my podcast channel. So make sure y'all ready to have professional conversations and have a good time. Also, make sure y'all subscribe and make sure y'all book y'all seat on the crypto tour in person limited gems. $3,500, $500 deposit. The rest of the money you meet in person. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month-long mentorship. 2,500, 30 days. Anything you need help with, let's get to work. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App Millionaire Network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamers, streamers, and content creators. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell on all my YouTube channels, my Twitch, my IG, my TikTok, my music. I got multiple IGs, multiple YouTube channels. My latest mixtape I just dropped, Hussle and Flow. Make sure y'all check out the crypto. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world, because it's changing people's lives. And with that being said, man, it's your boy King Hussle. Y'all know I get down to any of these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson, video, or live. Peace.